And with that, welcome into week 8 of MLE Sports as we get into this 8th week in the finale of week number 8. We get into the Ducks in the Hive in the Academy League. Welcome back into the broadcast booth, everybody. Curtis and Sniper Gus back with you as Gus match up two Academy League teams in the Cobalt division that are fairly close in record. This should be a good competitive game.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the Ducks at 10-10 and the Hive at 11-9. So just as close as our last series was is how close this one is going to be. But like you said, we're jumping down to the Academy League. So a slightly lower level of skill between these players, but not a lower level of competition. I played 2 seasons in the Academy League, and it is just as fierce as any of the other leagues we've got here at MLE. So these guys are going to be fighting hard. And we've got 2 players, one on each side tonight, who are in the top 10 of MVPR this season. So we've got the possibility for some real fireworks here tonight.
Should be good. Ducks, who have a long, storied history in this league, along with the Hive, a newcomer to the MLE family. We're about to get set and ready to go. We're going to get Gus to send the signals over to the players to get them in Neo Tokyo, the site, as we get ready for this 5-game set. Week number 5, 2 weeks after tonight left in the regular season. These games are becoming a lot tighter and a lot more consequential. So this is going to be a very, very important contest as the Ducks are in. Now, where are the Hive? There they are. We're ready to go.
There's the
It's going to be Mr. Bigglesworth, and it's going to be
Bitpost.
Bitpost on the kickoff, and we are underway in game 1. As it's going to be the new. I'm going to call him Kurtz until I hear otherwise. That's going to be 10 seconds in, and a shot does not quite go the Hive's way. That's going to be in front, and that is Triple S knocking it through for a 1-0 lead.
Yep, Triple S, one of the 2 players in here, top 10 in MVPR, and it's plays like this as he splits the defense. Just they were a little slow coming out to get that ball cleared down the field, and he takes advantage of it, the consummate poacher there. And that's how you get in the top 10 of MVPR. Be ready to score goals like that.
And upon intel from himself, it is Cortez, the noob. So that will definitely do. This will be up and in front of the Hive net, taken away by Bitpost. Still popped up. Triple S off the wheels towards the net. It's in the far side. It's a 2-0 lead early for the Ducks.
Yep, and Cortez is in a pretty good position for this. He just doesn't quite find the angle he needs. But what a shot from Triple S, getting that thing on just the corner of his car down into a very dangerous position and, making it work for the Ducks.
Making it work pretty well at this point. So we're playing 35 seconds in. It's a 2-0 lead. It's the Hive look to try to get something going in at the opponent's end. It'll be Bigglesworth. Mr. Bigglesworth going to try to roll it across. Bitpost has played off his own post to keep that one out of the net. He'll travel up the wall, slow it down a little bit. Will Bitpost bounces it hard off the corner wall, up, missing the opportunity to knock it away as Mr. Bigglesworth, but it does not look like Cortez was able to take advantage. Bitpost trying for a second piece of contact towards the net. It'll fly by it. Here comes SSS. Going to bounce it off the corner. Bitpost is there. Chance for Bigglesworth. He's not going to get there just in time. Cortez going to try to take control in his own corner. No boost to work with currently. You have to be careful with that, and he'll get challenged in that corner. That's an errant piece of contact, though. Towards the net, looks like the Ducks can't take advantage, and it goes by the wayside.
Yep, and Cortez, the other player in the top 10, he's got a 5.9 MVPR this season and is the top goal scorer because of opportunities like that. He threads the needle just enough loft to squeak it in right under the bar. An absolute boomer, and Bigglesworth can't climb fast enough to get there. Like I said, he is the top goal scorer in the Academy League and does so with a 57.14% accuracy.
Ooh.
He is incredible. There's goal number 2, and as quick as they dropped their 2-goal deficit to start, Cortez has them right back into this in game number 1.
Good kill by Bitpost on the kickoff, too, realizing that the second person is not going to be able to get there for the Ducks. So nice job by Cortez. 2 goals in about 5 seconds. That was a really, really nice bit of play from him for the time being. We'll see if he can continue that for his team. Hive looking to try to take their first lead of this contest. That'll plinko off the sidewall. Bigglesworth is up. He'll put that off the nose. Going to drop down. Cortez going to miss contact coming in. Triple S, he's going to knock it hard off the backboard and the Ducks are going to try to keep it in, but it's right there for Bedpost. He will try to control, well controlled instead by Triple S. And that's going to roll and bounce up the ramp anyway. He'll try to go airborne to get a touch on this. He'll put it off the right wheel well. Hive still keeping control. They've done very, very well this last minute or so, making sure that they keep the ball in front of them, which is very important. Cortez going to turn back in. Go off the nose. He'll go wall to wall, side to side as we touch halftime, Gus. Game that's kind of slowed down the pace of play, at least, as these two teams kind of battle for possession and opportunities in the opponent's end.
They're battling it out, but I really think the Hive have been winning that battle for the most part. We just constantly see them in control of the pace of this thing, and even though they're playing a little slow and waiting for their opportunities to strike, they're controlling the pace and making the Ducks react to them. It's only a matter of time before they get the Ducks out of position or catch them in a defensive mistake, and then they're going to take advantage and score again off of that.
Incoming hockey analogy, they are forcing the Ducks to collapse in front of the net. And the Ducks may be able to get one back here, and Bitpost's going to be able to take that one away from the line. He's got one to beat, going to take a shot, and a big save in front is going to be Bigglesworth. He'll get it at least back to the halfway line. Chance for the Ducks. Bigglesworth will slow it down. He does lose that ball to Bitpost. Up is Cortez. He'll fly by. That's a big problem for the Hive. Coming in, Bigglesworth got an empty net to shoot at, and he'll be wide of the intended target as he's not able to get it towards that net. He'll try to work with Triple S to get it towards the middle for a shot, and that will go by the wayside again as we get to our last 75 seconds of game one.
And I love the intention that the Hive are playing with. Just a couple mechanical mistakes, but none there. Cortez getting goal number 3, completing his hat trick here in game number 1. They had just some great opportunities in a row, but a couple mechanical mistakes were keeping them out of it. But like I said, as long as they continued to make those good opportunities, they were going to capitalize eventually, and there it is. 3 unanswered goals now from Cortez has them on top here, game number 1.
And 100% Bigglesworth wants that contact back. He does not want to put that ball there. And that's kind of how that's going to go. 53 seconds left. In game number 1, Triple S has a shot towards that net to try to tie the game up. Good save by Cortez. Cortez, all 3 goals for the Hive in this game. That's going to be a pinch ball back towards the Hive net. May add 1 more to the Hive's totals, and it will as Cortez gets his 4th.
Yeah, Cortez getting credit for this one, but really he is playing it right into the path of Mr. Bigglesworth and allows the Ducks to score the goal for him. He gets the credit, but Bigglesworth has all the power in that situation. But, you know, he was just trying to get back. He was pushed up. He needed to rotate out. You just have to be a little bit more aware of what your opponents are doing in that situation. Bitpost with an opportunity, but Bigglesworth on a great turn keeps that one out and does not allow the bleeding to get any worse.
Ducks need 1. They can get 1, they can focus on getting the other. It'll be up for Biggles. Bigglesworth going to send this into the corner. Needs another piece of contact. Gets another challenge from Bitpost. Cortez going to knock that out of the way. Triple S needs to put this towards the net. Kind of does. Needs 1 more touch. That's one right in front of Bigglesworth. He scores. That'll give them 3 seconds to try to work some heroics out as game 1 comes to a close, but they're not quite out of it just yet.
And a great piece of perseverance by Triple S to keep this ball going through. He's got to take 1 touch that he's got plenty of time for on the side, but then really has to fight to get that ball through the corner and out in front for Bigglesworth. This is an opportunity. Where's the flick? It's up. Oh, no, off the post. Oh, Bigglesworth feels bad, man. Oof.
Feels postman. Ducks squander a 2-0 lead. They get very early in this one. Hive come back and win the game 4-3 in game number 1 as Cortez has all 4 goals in that shiny 112 ping that he's working with as well. I mean, Bedpost, he wasn't bad either. 3 saves for him, and he's no problem sitting back letting Cortez do the work if he's going to put the ball in the net.
You know, and I think the stats board really tells the tale here. We got 8 shots for both teams. They're separated by 1 goal. It would have been an overtime if Bigglesworth gets the right angle on that flick there. This is exactly as even a competitive a matchup as we thought it would be going in. This is going to be a very exciting game number 2 as we see how both teams kind of collect themselves and respond to what they saw here in game 1.
I like it. I like it. We're just a couple seconds away from the start of game number 2. Don't forget, if you see a play that you think is worthy of the MLD play of the week, or MLE play of the week, pardon me. Wow. I will ask you to clip it, grab it, send it to the MLE Twitter account. That's MLEsports.g or MLEsportsGG on Twitter. Use the hashtag MLEPOTW. Winning play and player gets a case of Balls Corona sent to them completely free of charge. So as we get underway for game number 2, Ducks need to have the same start, but also need to have a much better finish. And we'll see if they can do that as these teams are going to get going high and mighty off the back for Triple S. Bigglesworth is not going to have contact as he's a little late to the party. It remains scoreless 15 seconds in.
Yep, and Bigglesworth is doing a good job of keeping in rotational presence and awareness there. He's just not always finding the angles he needs, but there's the angle he needs. What a lobbed ball coming from the corner here. He's got a weird angle on this thing, but Cortez just can't climb fast enough to dig that one out of the back post.
That's a great piece of placement by Bigglesworth as well. That's one of the places, if you can start putting it behind the players as they're traveling across the goal line, that is a dangerous ball to try to get to. There's a nice run from Triple S. He runs the goaltender. Going to be up the back wall, tap in front. I think Cortez got a little bit more of that than he wanted. Try to control, and he'll win the challenge out of midfield. Take it in the Ducks corner. Chance for Cortez. Cortez a little late. Ducks have a 2v1 advantage here. This is going to be off the corner. They need a touch. It's going to be in front. Oh, it's off the post. No good. As we played a minute. This is another shot towards the net, and finally, Triple S is going to get on the board. It's 4-1 left. The Ducks have a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Bigglesworth does great work in the 1v2 here and almost scores this himself. But when he puts it off the post, I think the Hive weren't ready for how that ball was going to bounce there, and it creates a beautiful opportunity for Triple S. He's got a ton of goal to work with, and he showed really good shot selection by putting it to the far post where there was nobody even close to that ball.
Just under 4 minutes left. Ducks have the start they wanted. They had the start at the start of game 1 as well. Looking for a double. Does he have it? It's off the post. Oh, he nearly got something real pretty there, did Triple S. He could not finish it, however, and it will be playing about 90 seconds in, and the Ducks will take a 3-0 lead thanks to Bigglesworth, who is popping off a bit in this game. It's a 3-0 Ducks advantage.
Yeah, Bigglesworth really stepping up to the plate in this one here. He's got a tough challenge against Bitpost, who, has a really dominant angle on that one, but he doesn't quite get the dodge angle correct, and it allows Bigglesworth to sneak that ball right underneath him there. The Ducks with a very strong response here in game number 2.
This will be off of the sidewall. I'm going to try to start to get something going here. Cortez tries to dribble around Triple S. That's not going to go. Cortez will let that one fly by. It'll be Bigglesworth. Good touch by Bitpost. That'll bounce off the corner. It's going to bounce into frame of the net, but Bit's second piece of contact not as good as his first, and it looks like the Ducks try to take control in their own side. No challenge coming from the Hive at the moment, and it'll be Bigglesworth who actually ends up winning that challenge by stalling out the ball. Smart play, as this will ricochet off the corner, then the ceiling. That's a real nice, long, booming play from Cortez, but he's a little late to it. Blinko ball off the back. Hive trying to get there. Cortez will turn around, try to take control, takes the shot. It's up. Bigglesworth with the save. Still there for Cortez. He's going to bounce it off the post, and eventually a defensive touch from Triple S will knock that one aside as we get towards halftime.
For as much as, Bigglesworth is not one of the most mechanically savvy players in this game, the IQ with which he has approached each of these challenges has just been so good. He definitely has a very clear understanding of the positioning and how to win these challenges out. And as his mechanics improve, he is going to be a really scary player to contend with.
If you got a Rocket ID, why not a Rocket IQ? I like it. I like it. Can we make that a thing? 2 minutes left in game number 2. Chance for the Ducks to try to add one more. Cortez loses the ball. Bitpost going to turn into this. He'll take control. Tries to dribble. He's going to set it up on a tee instead. What a save. Bigglesworth is there as well. He's going to miss that opportunity. Cortez comes back and makes a gorgeous save off his own post and keeps it at a 3-0 score line. That would have probably been the dagger had they put that one home. Now the Hive can try to regroup.
Ooh, good demo. We got Bigglesworth and Cortez one-on-one. Miss clear. Oh, Bigglesworth misses the empty net.
Hive need to work on a comeback here. Bitpost going to be off the side. Probably wanted better contact than that. Triple S is going to try to take advantage. Hammers it off the back. Up is Cortez. Into the corner. Out into the middle. He's going to bounce that right in front. That's a gorgeous pass. Unfortunately, Bitpost cannot quite get there in the nick of time. 60 seconds left in action. It's a 3-0 lead still. Into the corner it goes. Up that corner wall. Touched right-hand side. It's Triple S. Looking. Right wing side for Triple S. Got to take a shot. He will. He's going to put that one home. He's got 2 this game, including that one with 40 seconds to go.
And this is a great piece of reaction and shooting here. He waits for just the second after that ball touches the ground so he can get maximal power on it. And Bitpost is turned exactly on the line, pointed directly at that ball, which means he doesn't have any room to turn and really react to that. And so he just a tough position to be in as a defender. A full gore lead should be insurmountable at this point for the Hive unless they can get one right now.
Oh, well, there's a pinch that might actually go the opposite way. And it's cast aside by Bitpost as he gets there. I believe you just called it a full gore lead, by the way. I'm not sure if you caught that. I was laughing.
Slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about the rhinos from last game, you know.
Full gore. I like it. Good call.
Oh.
This will
Perfect.
be Cortez off of the corner wall. Chance to put this off his own back. Ducks going to take game 2. They had a much better finish to that game than they did in game number 1. It is a tied series at 1 apiece.
And the thing that I really appreciate, 2 assists for the Ducks, 1 for each of their players. So, I mean, they're really looking for each other, not just going for the solo efforts. And that's really what we've come to expect from the Ducks franchise. You know, it's not Mateo and Little Giant anymore here at this level of the league. But, you know, those guys are still part of the Ducks franchise, and they've really done a good job of instilling that in all of their players. And it doesn't matter which Ducks roster you're facing. You have to give them a level of respect because they are going to come out and play good MLE-style Rocket League.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do just that. So the Ducks in a position right now, they are sitting at 11 and 11 now. The Hive sitting at 12 and 10. Hive currently sitting 4th in the division going into tonight. Ducks in 6th. In the Cobalt division. So this these next couple of games, I mean, both these teams obviously want a series win. I can't separate them right now. I got to see some more control come out from the Hive and some more deliberate slow it down, start to work plays in the offensive end. That's something they were doing in game 1. They got away from it in game 2.
Yeah, and I think a little bit we need to see more of Bitpost. You know, Cortez was so impressive there in game number 1, but as the Ducks took him away as just this solo option for scoring goals, we needed Bitpost to step up and find ways to feed Cortez, and we needed Cortez to find opportunities to get Bitpost more involved. And speaking of getting each other involved, Bitpost, a great piece of work in the corner, turns into a beautiful pass. Cortez is up fast with beautiful placement, and they have struck first. What an opening sting.
That is the first time this series that they've scored first. And as our buddy Achieves likes to say, score first, win game. Maybe that'll be the type of thing we see from the Hive. They're going to try to add one more. That is a chance for a double. Didn't go. Bitpost is there. Asking you shall receive. Bitpost gives the Hive a 2-0 lead.
I love when I say what teams need to do to be successful. They come out and do they do that, and they're winning by 2 goals now. It's like beautiful.
Right. It's almost like you know what you're talking about or something.
Crazy.
We know that's false, but you know it's there. Love you, Gus. Into the corner it goes. I think I just lost a broadcaster. 420.
You know.
All right, 2-0 lead for the Hive as we get into the still in the first minute of game number 3. Both these teams looking for a third game win to take the lead in this series. That'll be a chance going long for the Hive. Good save from Triple S as he gets back to redirect this at the post and keep it away from his net. Chance for the Hive still. Oh, Cortez off the post, off the other post. He's not going to get credit for the goal, as that one's going to go right to Triple S as he's able to keep it away. And then he tries some aerial acrobatics on the other side. They get denied.
Yeah, and the Ducks really have not responded with any kind of aggression so far to these 2 goals. They've got 0 shots on record in the first minute and 20 seconds now, and it just doesn't seem like the Hive are going to give him any opportunity. Bitpost with an opportunity there, not finding the angle that he needs, but the Hive's still on the aggressive. The Ducks can't find a clear, and the Hive just continue to out-rotate them, keep this ball on the blue side of the pitch.
3:22 to go. Ducks trying to get back into the goal column here for the first time in game 3. Bigglesworth will turn away, give the ball to Bitpost. Bounce it off the corner wall. Chance for Biggles to try to clear that one away. Triple S not going to clear, but this is Bigglesworth. He has a definite clear net to shoot at here. Got to try to beat Bitpost, and Bitpost kind of let him do his thing. And they're going to need a second shot. They'll get one from Triple S. That was a nice recovery there. Give the Ducks a goal. Give it a 2-1 lead now.
You know, with all the confidence that we saw Bitpost challenging the ball on the offensive side of the field in the corner there, he creates such good opportunities. We need to see that kind of aggression from him as a defender. Instead of just retreating to the net and hoping to make the quick reaction save, go out and challenge that ball early to prevent the shot from coming in. I think if he can incorporate that into his play, he becomes a much higher quality defender and much more valuable to his team.
That was a very valuable demo on Cortez, as Cortez had to regroup in his own end, took away a Hive scoring opportunity. They'll try to get back going in the opposite end. Halftime come and gone in game 3. That's going to go up the corner wall. Chance in front, and Bigglesworth will cast this aside. Bounced into the mid. Cortez trying for Bitpost. Bitpost not quite able to get past the last challenge in Bigglesworth. Bigglesworth can try to take it up the wall and control it to the halfway line. Oh, good bump. Cortez may make him pay for that. He will. What a play. Cortez gets the one from the parking lot, but that is Bitpost who gets through and puts the interference into play.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there's a way to award an honorary assist there, because even though Bitpost doesn't have any kind of touch related to that play on the ball, he has a very important touch on the defender there, preventing him from getting back and having anything to do with that. He makes the open net there, and now they're back to their 2-goal lead.
Ducks needed a goal. They need one quick, but instead they're going to give control up to Bitpost here. Good save by Triple S. He's got Bigglesworth on the opposite side, but Cortez right there. Real good rotation on the 2 side. Cortez off the crossbar. Chance for Bitpost, but he's a little late to the party. And now here's an empty net the other way. SSS going to try to turn this. Does so. Scores. Nice shot. Give him back a 1-goal deficit here with 1:39 to go.
You know, Bitpost with a rare missed challenge there on the opening side of the field, and I think Cortez had just a little bit too much confidence in his teammate there. He's not rotating back fast enough, and then I think he underestimates Triple S's dribbling ability, because he doesn't really do any flips or burn enough boost to get back in time. I think if Cortez takes that situation a little more seriously, they can keep that goal out.
1:26 to go. Off the sidewall for Triple S. He's going to try to doink this up again. He may have this drop home. Oh, a little bit of a 3-point shot trying for nothing but net. Instead hits the rim, and it will go back to the middle. Chance for Bigglesworth, trying to piece of contact right there. Saved by Bitpost. Cortez looking for a demo, not able to get it. Ducks starting to mount up some offense here. This will be a chance in front. Bigglesworth is going to tie the game up with 64 seconds to go.
You know, it's not something you see a lot of at the Academy League level, but you really want to be able to go up and challenge that ball on the backboard if you're the Hive. And this is exactly why. By waiting for it to come down, Cortez creates the opportunity for Bigglesworth to tie this game up. And now they're in a position where game 3 could go to anybody. And I think the Hive feel like they deserve this one, but they've squandered their lead away.
They have indeed. Much like the Ducks did in game number 1. The Hive starting to feel that pain as well in game number 3. Still a 1-all series at the moment, and we're no closer to choosing a winner. in game number 3. Chance for Bitpost. He's going to travel up, get Cortez lurking in the middle. He will have to play defense here at the midline, and he gets contact side to side and wall to wall. Ducks trying to mount some offense here, but instead it'll be Bitpost taking that ball away. Triple S follows. Off the nose. Backboard, down, tries for a double. That's not going to go. Very close to making things happen with heroics in the last 15 seconds. 10 on the clock. Cortez has some dribble room here. A little bit of time to work with. 3 seconds. Doesn't have to keep it in the air just yet. This is a chance for the Ducks towards the net. Crossbar and down. And we will have the ground right there. 3-all in overtime in game 3.
Again, I would have liked to
Oh
see...
no!
Oh no!
Oh, and the SSS is going to put that one home. Ducks win. Ducks win in game 3. Kickoff unfortunates for the Hive.
Yep, Cortez gets caught on the half cheat there. If he comes at this hard with a full cheat up, he's probably going to be online to hit that ball there. But because he comes up for that front boost and then turns away from what direction that ball ends up pinching out, there's just nothing that he can really do in that situation. The pinch is too fast. It sneaks in behind him. And the Hive, despite coming out and scoring first here, dropped, 2 consecutive goals, and now they're behind in the series. We go into game 4 with the Ducks ready to take a series win if they can hold on.
They will indeed if they can get one more win. Kendo calling it out with SSS having the captain clutch title. And I think that's probably accurate with that goal. Good work. Ducks 4-3 over the Hive in OT in game number 3. We'll see if the Hive can force a decisive game 5. We do play all 5 games for standings reasons and for playoff seedings reasons. So get comfy. We've got a couple more games of this freestyle Friday left in this Academy League matchup. If you guys are just joining us, where you been? It's been a pretty good series to this point. Curtis and Snipagus with you. Had a couple other series earlier tonight as well that were a lot of fun. So but tonight is not the last night of the weekend for MLE. We got more tomorrow on primetime Saturday as well. It all starts off, I believe that one starts off at 8 o'clock, unless I got rescheduled.
So we've actually moved tomorrow's broadcast to Sunday. Just the way everything worked out. Saturday just wasn't going to happen. So starting at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, we will be back with the rest of Week 5 action here in MLE.
And there you go. So now we have it all straight. No primetime Saturday this week, but we do have the Showdown Sunday for you. And that'll be a chance for Bigglesworth trying to get there. That's not going to go. As we start game 4 off, Ducks trying for a piece of contact. They'll put it towards the front of the net. Uh-oh, Bitpost won that challenge. He's going to try to turn into this. It'll be a pass back instead. Where is Bigglesworth going with that? Worked out, but that was kind of dangerous.
Yeah, kind of dangerous indeed, especially because Cortez was way overcommitted and down that field there. If he'd been able to get the cherry pick on, that would have been a beautiful goal. And Bitpost, again, trying to play the defensive position just off of the line, gets outshot here by Triple S, who knows exactly where he can put that ball to make it a difficult save for Bitpost. And that's something he has to change about his game. He has to be more aggressive on the defensive side of the field and challenge the shot. Cortez not really getting challenged effectively by Missile Bigglesworth. Ties it up just as quick as we had a lead. We're back to the tie here in game number 4.
Not a fan of Bigglesworth's routing to the boost there. He actually goes back through the boost, travels up the corner wall, does not have a sharp enough turn to get back towards the net. He's got to be there to cover the net in case something goes terribly wrong with the kickoff. We've seen that on a couple occasions tonight, and that is something that definitely needs to change for that play. 50 seconds left or gone in game number 4. Ducks looking to take this series with a 3rd game win, but the Hive definitely not done yet. Chance for Cortez. Cortez actually goes off his back wall with some help from a Ducks player. Bigglesworth came and tried to steal it. That's a chance in front, but Bigglesworth will put it up the side ramp. Doesn't go far up, but ends up bouncing off instead. Midway line is where it sits. It'll get pounded towards the side wall from whence it came. Chance for the Hive. That's a miss. That's a Cortez save that's needed, and he will get there. Had Triple S lurking, trying to get that one towards the net. Did not work as we play a minute and a half in That'll bounce towards the slot, but nothing the Ducks can do to get this towards the net.
Yeah, just a lot of back and forth here in game 4. We're finally starting to see these teams really back off and give each other a little bit more respect. They're not challenging as actively. They're playing a safer game. And, I think it's because they realize now that the series truly is on the line. If the Hive drop this,
okay.
What a double from Triple S. That is how you put yourself out in front. A good challenge in the middle, and he doesn't even come back down. He burns a ton of boost on this one, but he gets the read exactly where he needs it. That's got to feel great.
That was pretty. That was quite pretty. 3 minutes to go. Ducks lead 2-1. Cortez gonna need to turn into this. He does. Sends it back downfield. No, Bitpost gonna go up the ramp with this. Cortez is somewhere. He's up, trying to go off the wheels. He does. Bounce, score! Real good job taking advantage of the fact that Mr. Bigglesworth was caught in the net.
Yeah, Bigglesworth caught in the net by the Bitpost bump there, and Cortez jumps for this really early. He needs to wait and let that ball come down, so he's feathering his boost with a lot of control there, and then just enough on the tires to get the tiny little angle. Nothing Triple S can do about it.
Approaching halftime in game 4. That'll be a pinch play. It goes back towards the Hive net. Pass in front, looking to do it himself. Nearly does Triple S. That's going to be a pinch back over the midfield line. In comes Triple S. Looking for good contact. Pass down to Bigglesworth. Bigglesworth flies by it. Real good play from Triple S. That's almost a buffer. Real good play from the Ducks, albeit inadvertent possibly. Mid post bounces it off of Bigglesworth. Cortez looking to go off the back post. Fires a shot. He scores. Gorgeous from Cortez. It'll be a 3-2 lead.
Yep, and set up by good challenge work there in the corner by Bitpost again. He not only gets that ball through, but then a good bump on Bigglesworth to leave Cortez and SSS one-on-one there. And Cortez plays it really smart. He intentionally goes to the backboard and tries to follow that, getting Triple S pulled out of position off the angle there because he's trying to cut off the shot, not the backboard play.
That's going to be a play with 2 noses on the ball, and it'll get sent out towards the corner wall. Hive try to take control. Get it up and around 1. Chance for Cortez. It's going to bounce and come straight down here. Both Ducks players try to overcommit defensively. This could go back to the midfield line at least, where Bitpost waits. Ducks trying to keep control. They will. Chance for Triple S. That's going to go towards the net. Saved by Cortez as he gets there. Still keeping it in the middle is Bigglesworth. It'll be a pass back to Triple S from Bigglesworth. Up, trying to get the spoiler on it. He will. Tries a half flip. Gets a little bit of help from his friends, and that's going to find the back of the net to tie the game up. Triple S gets the credit. Mr. Bigglesworth with the outside influence.
Yep, and just a double commit here by Cortez. He needed to trust Bitpost to make this play, because if Cortez cannot get a touch at all there, there's nobody in the net to cover him. His job there has to be go cover the net and let Bitpost work. But if you don't have the trust, that's not going to work out. And so they lose their lead with a minute left here in game 4.
And now 67 seconds and a goal separates the Ducks from a series win here if they can get it. Chance for Triple S. The Hive can make it a decisive game 5. What a play by Bitpost trying to put a challenge into the middle. That did not work. It'll be a boomer back down to the Hive end. Up is Cortez. Cortez off the nose. He'll flip into it. That's going to drop right in front of Triple S, who will send it back out to the side wall. Plinko ball in the middle. Bigglesworth with a play. Gets it back into the yellow Hive area. Going off the corner, bounce off the back wall. Eventually a clear will come from Bitpost. He will wait for a touch from Triple S. Cortez needs a save and he'll get it. 30 ticks left. One of these teams needs a hero. Who is it going to be? This is going to be over the midfield line. Chance for Bigglesworth. Looking right wing side. Shot towards the net. Got it! He scores! Bigglesworth gives the Ducks the lead. 4-3 with 19 ticks left.
Yep, and this time it's Cortez working in the net, and he decides he wants to come off of the backboard here instead of going out and challenging the shot directly. But he doesn't have the car control. When you come off that wall, you've got to get your nose angled up so that you can boost out of the net. Instead, he falls into the goal and has no angle on that save at all there. Very unfortunate turn of events. Triple S with a long lofted one. Bitpost turns it safely aside. They've got to get transition now.
Now they have to try to fight this because Bitpost is going to lose this ball one, and that is going to be Bitpost trying to make something happen at the very end. Not going to work. Ducks take the series. We have one more game to play, but they lead the series 3-1. Now it's the Hive's turn to try to earn that 2-3.
Yep, and with the Ducks taking the series, they will do no worse than tying the Hive's record right now. So a very good night for them. You know, you move up from a below or a 500 team exactly. You're going to finish the night above 500. You at least going to match your opponent, and if they can get a win here in Game 5, they will move ahead of the Hive in the standings, and that's going to feel really good for them.
That will indeed. It'll be a very important game number 5 that's about to come down right at the moment. As mentioned, the Ducks will tie the Hive at the very worst. If not, I believe you said they'd take the lead in that record column if they do get a win here in this 5th game.
Yep.
So very, very good stuff. We will see what happens. Game 5 on the horizon. Last game of the night on this Freestyle Friday. Like I said before, if you guys are just joining us, where you been? It's been a pretty good series to this point, competitive on both sides. Even with the 3-1 scoreline, it's been competitive every single game, which is all we can really ask for in MLE. So we'll see what happens in this 5th and final contest in this Academy League series. Chance for the Ducks to get it out of their zone. They will fail to do so as Cortez gets the first goal 4 seconds in.
You know, and you see this a lot of times where once a team gets the series wrapped up, they don't quite come out with the same intensity at the beginning of the next match. And so it's really important for the Hive to take advantage of that, and they do with this first kickoff. They cannot let off the gas here. They need to not lose this series 4-1 if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive as we're here in the stretch of the season.
Yeah, Cortez is going to try to get it up and around Triple S. He will. Bigglesworth tries to take control. Into the corner it goes. Cortez. Pass into the middle. Triple S and Bigglesworth will team up on a clear. Opportunity for the Hive still there. Going to be a chance looking for another touch and not going to work. Up left wing side. Triple S with the clear, and they finally see the other end of the pitch for right now. That'll be right wing side for Bigglesworth. Oh, what a doink. That's going to be a chance for Bigglesworth. Can he find the angle? He cannot, but what a doink from Triple S to set that play up. That was nearly play of the week material for the MLE in week number 8, but it remains a 1-0 lead instead.
Yeah, if that doink goes in the net, that's a play of the week candidate for sure. But even not going in the net, it still serves as a beautiful pass. Just Mr. Bigglesworth a little slow on the draw there to get to that one. But, I mean, it's good teamwork from the Ducks there. They're looking for each other. They're trying to find holes in this Hive defense. They want the 4-1 win, and they're trying to get creative to find it, which is exactly what you want to see here in the Academy League.
So taking some context from chat, I want to let you guys know that MLE does not condone distracted driving. So if we could not have that happen, that'd be great. 3:15 to go. 1-0 lead. Chance for the Ducks trying to tie the game up. Triple S going to get it out to the slot. Chance for Bigglesworth, and he makes no mistake. And that's going to find its way to the back of the net at a 1-1 game.
And there's so much trust here. You know, SSS is so far pushed up into the offensive side there, but Bigglesworth knows that Triple S will get rotated out. So this is a safe opportunity for him to come up and challenge this ball because nobody else is challenging it. So it's a safe shot for him to take. And it's really just another case of the Hive have to get off their goal line and go prevent shots from being taken rather than trying to save them after the fact.
And that's going to be left wing side. Chance for the Hive to take the lead back, and they will. Cortez puts it in. It's a 2-1 lead.
Yep, Cortez with this long ball here, and he waits for Triple S, hoping that he's going to play that up along the wall. But when Triple S misses it, it's a beautiful opportunity to drive just straight at that ball, straight towards the net, and pound it in before Bigglesworth even knows it's coming.
Approaching halftime in game number 5. This will go off the corner. Top of the slot. Chance at the net. Goes off the right post. That's going wall to wall, side to side. Off the nose, real good shot from Cortez. Is that going to find its way home? It will. That's a real nice shot. Bigglesworth not in a great defensive spot, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Hive.
Yeah, Bigglesworth really needed to get up and challenge. It's kind of just the name of the game in Rocket League. If you allow your opponents to take uncontested shots, they are going to eventually find the angles that they need to score them. And the more you can do to prevent your opponents from having good opportunities, the more successful your defense is going to be. And so really you just have to trust that you can be as fast as them and you can get there to interrupt them. Otherwise, you're just going to watch balls roll into your net.
2:05 to go. Bigglesworth trying for a dribble, taken away by Cortez. He's got some room to work here. He may be able to get this into the mid, trying to get it done himself. It's off the post. He rolls it home. What a crazy play by Cortez. That is likely your Academy League play of the week.
I thought for sure once this thing is crossed most of the way in the net, like, oh, this is over. It was a good idea, but he needed to get the pass out. No. He's just delaying the excellence for as long as possible because he wanted to hear me screech again. That's all that was.
I mean, I still not sure how you hit that octave earlier, and I still don't know how now. You have a pretty deep voice for somebody who can get to a frequency that only small dogs can hear. With 1:42 left, so we play with our final 100 seconds in game number 5. Right wing side.
That was good. I appreciate that one.
I thought you might. I mean, I couldn't see it coming, but I could darn sure hear it coming. This will be up the side wall. Going towards the back wall. Chance for the Hive to clear it away with 117 seconds, or minute 17 left, I should say. Cortez. Going to try to play this defensively and wait for Bitpost. Bitpost will fly by it. Cortez will take it instead. One off the nose. Tries to flip into it. Well taken by the Ducks. They still have a minute. This is not out of the realm of possibility just yet. This is one that's going to go off the corner wall. Bitpost going to get a spoiler on it. Send it back out to mid and further. Off the right side. Chance for the Ducks. Bitpost will miss. This is an opportunity. Triple S needs it. Got it. Near side. They have a shout. It's a small shout. Not heard by very many people, but with 35 seconds left, it's only a 2-goal deficit.
Yep, and great patience by Triple S here. He sees that Bitpost doesn't have it. He knows there's no defenders back there. But a lot of players in that situation, especially with the clock this low, are going to rush and then miss that shot. He does a good job taking a deep breath, making sure to get himself lined up. He's got another opportunity. We have a 1-goal game with 30 seconds left. Like you said it, this one is not over yet. 30 seconds can be an eternity in Rocket League when the match is this close.
No doubt, and the shouts are getting louder. The Ducks have a shot at this. See what they can do with the final 28 seconds. We've seen a lot of goals happen in 28 seconds before. This will be a chance for Cortez to try to ice the game. He will fail to do so. Good bump there by Bitpost. Ducks trying to make a game out of this, and they have successfully done that to this point. This will be off, nope, not quite off the spoiler. SSS will have a chance to dribble and take control. Jumping ahead is Bigglesworth. He'll take the ball, give it up to SSS. Triple S has 2 goals in the last 10 seconds, or in 10 seconds, trying to give this one a shot for the Ducks. Unfortunately, the Hive, for the Ducks anyway, the Hive will go ahead and ice this game. Good job by them to lock it down in the last 30 and keep it away from their goal line.
Yep, and I really think that this is a good result for both teams. It's representative of how the series went. Very back and forth, very evenly paced, with, you know, the teams having opportunities to really just fight for the ball for really long times, but then really good moments of brilliance on offense for both teams. So it was a back and forth all the way through. 3-2 is an accurate result of how the series went, and it's a good result for the Ducks. You know, they come into this as the lower ranked team, and now they walk out tied with the Hive overall. And you just don't get more even than this match really was. This was a really good Academy League match.
That is a productive week for the Ducks, which is something they desperately needed going into now what is the final 2 weeks after this week of league play before we head into playoffs. So very, very good stuff from the Ducks and also from the Hive. They did not let it get out of hand, which is good, but it should be fun to see how both these teams perform the rest of the way. That said, that is it for Freestyle Friday on the MLE Network for tonight. 3 awesome series in the books, including the nightcap of what you just saw, the Ducks taking a 3-2 win over the Hive. With that said, a couple of news and notes. As Sniper mentioned earlier, no stream tomorrow. That has been moved to Sunday, so Showdown Sunday will have Saturday's matchups on it. So set your DVRs, set your Twitch channels to twitch.tv/MLE Esports GG for that. Real quick, want to talk about our friends over at Balls. They are the title sponsor for MLE Esports and have been for a number of seasons in a row now. Very, very good people that make a very, very tasty drink. Sniper, you and I tried it for the first time, both of us, at the Dallas Open.
Not my first time.
Not yours? Definitely mine.
I did drink several while we were there.
Fair enough. Fair enough, as did I. Root beer's still my favorite. Very, very good energy soda that they make in a multitude of flavors. Go over to balls.com. That's BAWLS.com. Use code MLE at checkout, and you will get free shipping on your entire order. They are also the sponsor of the MLE Play of the Week. Grab a play, clip it, hashtag it MLEPOTW, and send it to @MLE Sports GG on Twitter. Winning play and player gets a case of balls sent directly to them. That said, I think we're done.
I think we are done. It was a fantastic night of Rocket League. You know, we had a really surprising 5-0 win in my first series of the night, so the second series of the stream, and then a very back and forth Academy League match with really good things from both teams, which is exactly what we're looking for there. It was a good night, and I'm ready to catch some more action on Sunday.
That sounds good to me. For Hunted and for Stipagus and for Akiga and everybody here at ML Esports, I'm Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Neo Tokyo. We'll see you on Sunday for Showdown Sunday at 8 Eastern. Have a good night, everybody. Stay tuned for the host.